The Mpakeni Water Augmentation Project is an infrastructure and irrigation project aimed at poverty alleviation in the Shiselweni region of the Kingdom of Eswatini. Phase 1 comprises the construction of the Mpakeni Dam on the Ngwavuma River and associated downstream conveyance to irrigate 5,000 hectares at Sikwe, Maloma, Mqoncwane and St. Philip's. Before the construction of the dam commenced, there was a displacement of some homesteads, graves and community assets. The Eswatini Water and Agricultural Development Enterprise Resettlement Action Policy was used as a guideline in line with the African Development Bank Integrated Safeguard System Guideline on Involuntary Resettlement to ensure that the social impacts associated with the construction of the project's infrastructure are addressed. Affected families were continually engaged together with traditional authorities with the aim of adequately compensating them. The resettlement exercise included clearing of resettlement sites and actual construction of new structures using modern materials as agreed upon with the affected families. In a concerted effort to foster self-sustainability and community empowerment, the Mpakeni Water Augmentation Project has made significant strides in the implementation of its Backyard Garden initiative. This was done by providing fencing and seedlings, fertilizer and pesticides for the creation of gardens at each homestead. Families have also been assisted with chicks to start poultry farming at household level. This will help to diversify the food streams, setting a stage for a flourishing agricultural endeavor. To help us unpack the nuts and bolts of the project and how much progress has been made so far is the Chief Resident Engineer of the project, Veli Vilane.
This is the management camp for Sakalive joint venture, and it consists of offices, boardrooms, and it also consists of housing accommodation for mainly the Chinese nationals who are housed within the management camp.
In addition to the accommodation is a canteen and kitchen where wholesome meals are prepared at the management camp.
We have other accommodation apart from the management camp, which is housing the local workers, which is called the workers' camp.
Here too, at the workers' camp, there's a kitchen where meals are prepared. This ensures workers don't have to travel long distances for a meal.
We also have another accommodation which will be housing the engineers during the construction supervision of the project. And the employers' camp is actually still under construction. It's now, it will be completed in about 3 months' time. It consists of 19 houses in total, and also there's an office block that will be used. That very same office block will be used actually by the engineers during construction. Thereafter, the whole employers' camp will be transferred to the employer for the operation of the dam. The explosive magazine area consists of mainly 3 structures. The first structure being the explosives structure, and we've got 2 detonator structures which are in the same compound. And this explosive magazine is meant for the storage of explosives which will be used for the construction of the dam. The access roads, well, mainly there is the main access road, which will be from Makava to the project site, which will be the main access road to the Mpakeni Dam. However, there are also internal roads which are for the movement within the project boundary.
The batching plant has already been completed with 2 cement silos and 1 fly ash silo. Used in tandem, this will improve the quality of the concrete. It must be mentioned that the fly ash is critical as it reduces the heat generated by the cement during the concrete mixing process. The batching plant comes complete with 4 hoppers fitted with electronic scales at the bottom. With these scales, human error is eliminated. The correct amount of crushed stone, sand and cement will be mixed, resulting in a superior concrete quality fit to be used in a project of this magnitude.
The batch plant being automatic, it actually allows the exact weight to fall into a conveyor, and then that conveyor, it then transport the aggregates up the conveyor slope into the mixer just next to the silos. That's where the mixing takes place. Everything goes into the yellow box, which is actually the mixer where the mixing is taking place. This is where the concrete truck will actually stand under and receive the concrete and transport it to the destination where it's supposed to be.
The construction laboratory is an integral part of the construction industry. It provides an important contribution to ensuring the quality, safety, and efficiency of construction projects. Under the guidance of the Chief Resident Engineer, an elaborate on-site laboratory has been set up for testing materials that will be used during the construction of the dam. The laboratory carries out quality control of construction works by conducting tests and analysis of construction structures that comply with construction regulations and standards. This allows engineers to identify possible defects and problems at an early stage of construction and avoid further complications. The construction laboratory is a key element of the construction industry, playing a key role in ensuring the quality and safety of construction projects.
We are at the Bailey Bridge construction. So right now we actually have the piers, which are the supports to the Bailey Bridge itself. And the Bailey Bridge is actually made out of structural steelwork, which is supported on these piers. And the purpose of the Bailey Bridge is to allow access to the left bank of the dam. So they are anticipating that the delivery will be end of August, beginning of September. That is before the rainy season. So right now they're using a low-level crossing just to access the left bank. Where we are standing now, we are standing along the dam embankment wall, and what we are seeing on the left bank, where the machines are, the excavators and the trucks, is actually an excavation for the river diversion channel. And the river diversion channel is aiming at diverting water from the main river into a channel. And this diversion channel will actually be constructed in concrete. It will be a box concrete culvert structure, which will be 300 meters from the upstream to the downstream end. So now the excavation that we see, they're excavating for that river diversion, and they will excavate until they are 1 meter below the stream bed level. And then they are going to start the construction of the culvert box structure, which then once they complete the river diversion channel, then the excavations will then take place for the dam embankment wall. What will happen is the very same river diversion channel will actually be built into the dam embankment wall because it will be made out of concrete. In terms of progress, the physical progress is now sitting at 3.8% completion. But in terms of the time progress, we are sitting at about 6.6%. So that means we are slightly behind schedule, but at every start of a project, that does not concern, or it cannot be viewed as really a cause for concern, in the sense that all projects, they actually have an S-curve. So right from the onset of the project, it sort of like starts off nearly flat, picks up suddenly as the work intensifies and plateaus at the end, up to completion.